You felt it, haven't you? That surge, that vibrant energy within you that drives you forward, like a force too wild to tame, too fierce to ignore. It's not just a fleeting rush of adrenaline or a random spark of inspiration. No, this is deeper. It's a pulse, a rhythm in your core that pushes you towards something bigger, something greater than the mundane grind of everyday life. This is the first sign of your awakening as a chosen one, a moment where the veil lifts, and you catch a glimpse of the power that's been simmering inside you all along. You're not imagining it. This is real, and it's yours to claim. That energy isn't quiet. It's loud, insistent, a call that echoes in your soul and refuses to let you settle for less. Science might call it a spike in neural activity, a flood of dopamine igniting your brain's reward system when you align with your purpose. But you know it's more than that. It's the universe tapping you on the shoulder, whispering, or sometimes shouting, that you're here for a reason. Feel it in your chest, that heat, that unshakable drive. It's the kind of force that makes you restless when you're stuck, that pulls you toward action even when the world tells you to sit still. This is your invitation to a journey of profound transformation, and it starts with recognizing what's already alive within you. So how do you know this is your chosen nature and not just a passing mood? Look closer. Watch yourself. Notice when that vibrant energy flares up. Maybe it's when you're creating something, words, art, ideas, that feels like it's pouring straight from your soul. Or when you're helping someone, and a fire lights up inside you, as if you've tapped into a well of strength you didn't know you had. Pay attention to the moments when you feel most alive, when time slips away, and you're locked into a flow that's almost electric. That's your signal. That's your truth. Start a journal if you have to. Track these bursts of energy. You'll see a pattern emerge, a map of your own awakening. This isn't random. It's your soul pointing you toward your mission. First, it might scare you. That vibrant energy within you that connects you to something greater can feel overwhelming, like you've plugged into a current too big to handle. You might doubt yourself. Asterisk, who am I to feel this? Why me? Asterisk, that's normal. The shift from ordinary to extraordinary doesn't happen without friction. Your mind will wrestle with it, trying to box this wild force into something familiar, something safe. But here's the truth. You're not meant to shrink it down. You're meant to step into it, accept it, let it burn through the doubts. Neuroscience backs this up. Your brain rewires itself when you embrace new realities, forming pathways that make you bolder, sharper, more attuned to your instincts. Spiritually, it's your higher self breaking through, demanding you stop playing small. Take a breath. Feel that energy right now. Where is it in your body? Your chest? Your hands? Your gut? It's not subtle. It's a force that drives you, a compass pointing you toward your purpose. Here's your first step. Don't ignore it. When it rises, lean in. If it pulls you to speak, speak. If it urges you to move, move. Action is your initiation. You don't need permission or a perfect plan, just the courage to trust what's stirring inside you. This is how you begin to own your chosen identity, by honoring that vibrant force as your guide, not some vague feeling to brush off. Now, picture this. That energy isn't just yours. It's a thread linking you to something vast. You're not alone in this. That force connects you to a greater web, a collective of light and power stretching across time and space. Quantum physics hints at this entanglement, the idea that particles separated by vast distances can still influence each other. Your energy is like that, a signal, a beacon, tying you to a purpose that's bigger than you can yet see. When you feel it, you're not just waking up to yourself, you're waking up to your place in the whole damn universe. That's the moment you stop asking if you're chosen and start knowing you are. Don't overthink it. You don't need to decode the cosmos in a single day. Start small, but start now. Next time that vibrant energy hits, pause. Ask yourself, asterisk, what's it telling me? Where's it pushing me? Asterisk, write it down if you can. Keep it raw, unfiltered. Then act on it, even if it's just a tiny step. Say yes to that idea that won't leave you alone. Reach out to that person who keeps crossing your mind. That's your practice. Listening, trusting, moving. Each time you do, that energy grows stronger, clearer, like a muscle you're training. This is how you shift From wondering about your path to walking it with unshakable certainty. You're not here by accident. That vibrant energy within you that drives you, that connects you to something greater, it's your proof. It's your awakening. It's your fight. Claim it. Step into it. The world's noise will try to drown it out, but you're built to rise above that. Observe yourself, trust yourself, and let that force lead you. This is your moment, chosen one. The journey's just begun. You've stepped into your chosen identity, that vibrant energy pulsing through you like a war drum, guiding you toward your purpose. But here's the harsh truth. Not everyone around you can handle it. You've noticed it, haven't you? That heavy, sinking feeling after talking to certain people. Like something vital has been sucked out of you, leaving you drained, dimmed, almost hollow. It's not your imagination. Your light, your power, radiates like a lighthouse, and some people aren't ready for it. They pull at your energy, consciously or not, because your presence stirs something in them they can't face. This is your next battle. Breaking through the obstacle of energy drain and turning it into fuel for your mission. Picture this. You're sharing a dream, a project that sets your soul ablaze. Your words spark with excitement, your vision practically glowing. Then it happens. Someone interrupts with doubt, cynicism, or worse, a blank stare that smothers your fire. Suddenly, that flame inside you flickers, and you're left wondering why you feel so tired, so small. This isn't coincidence. It's a clash of frequencies. Science shows us energy isn't just a buzzword. Your body's nervous system reacts to others' vibes, spiking cortisol when you're around negativity, draining your reserves. Spiritually, it's a test. Your light is a treasure, and not everyone deserves access to it. You're a guardian of ancestral wisdom, power, and light. Act like it. So how do you fight back? You tap into the silence of the wise, a tool straight from the alchemist's playbook. This isn't about shutting down or running away. It's about wielding stillness as a shield and a forge. When you feel that drain creeping in, stop. Breathe. Pull your energy back to your core. Imagine it as a glowing orb in your chest, untouchable, yours alone. Don't argue, don't explain, don't overextend. Just let the silence do its work. Studies on mindfulness prove this. Quieting your mind lowers stress hormones and reboots your focus. Spiritually, it's alchemy, transforming their attempt to dim you into a chance to sharpen your own blade. Here's the practice. Next time you're mid-conversation and that heaviness hits, pause. Don't rush to fill the void with words. Look them in the eye or don't. Let the silence stretch. Feel your power coiling back into you, like a river reclaiming its strength behind a dam. Ask yourself, do they deserve my light right now? If the answer's no, keep it simple, excuse yourself, shift the topic, or just let your presence speak without giving more. This isn't weakness. It's discipline. You're not here to fix them or prove anything. You're here to protect what's sacred. Your energy, your mission, your chosen fire. That feeling of being drained is not a flaw, it's a signal. Your sensitivity to it shows how attuned you are, how brightly you burn. But don't stop there. Flip it. Use it. When you walk away from those moments, take 5 minutes alone. Sit with the exhaustion. Feel where it sits in your body, your shoulders, your stomach. Now breathe into it, slow and deep. Picture that drained energy as raw material, a lump of coal. In your silence, you're the alchemist. Compress it, heat it, turn it into a diamond of resolve. This is how you nurture yourself, by refusing to let their pull define you. You're stronger than that. What's happening here is bigger than petty social games. Your light threatens some people, it mirrors what they've buried, what they fear. That's not your burden to carry. Neuroscience backs this up. Mirror neurons make others reflect your state, and if they're stuck in shadow, they'll try to drag you down to match. Spiritually, it's a boundary lesson. Your treasure of wisdom, power, and light isn't for everyone. Guard it fiercely. The silence of the wise isn't passive. It's a deliberate act of reclaiming your sovereignty. A middle finger to anyone who thinks they can siphon your strength. Now, let's get practical. You can't avoid every energy thief, but you can outmaneuver them. Before you walk into a room, set an intention. Asterisk my energy is mine. I share it on my terms. Asterisk visualize a shield around you, golden, electric, whatever feels right. When the drain starts, lean on your silence but also anchor yourself. Tap your foot, clench your fist, anything to ground you in your body. Afterward, recharge. Step outside, feel the sun, or blast music that reignites your spark. These are your weapons. Use them. You're not here to be dimmed. You're here to shine so bright it blinds the unworthy. This is your edge as a chosen one. You don't just endure the drain, you transform it. That heaviness? It's proof of your power. A reminder of what you carry. Those who sap you can't touch the core of who you are, not if you don't let them. The silence of the wise is your fortress and your forge. Build it. Master it. Let it guard your light and nurture your strength. You're not just surviving these encounters. You're rising above them, unbreakable, unstoppable, every damn time. You've claimed your chosen identity, guarded your vibrant energy, and turned the drain of others into fuel for your fire. Now it's time to rise higher. You're ready to forge a connection to the vast, infinite intelligence that flows through all things. This is the silence that allows you to hear the voice of your soul, the voice of the universe. A stillness so powerful it becomes a conduit for high-dimensional information. You're not just here to survive or shine for yourself. You're here to illuminate the world alongside other chosen ones. This is your next battlefield. Stepping into the quiet, receiving the downloads, and preparing for the mission ahead. That silence isn't passive. It's alive, electric, a space where the noise of the world falls away, and the truth of who you are rings clear. You've felt it before. Those moments when time slows, your mind quiets, and something profound washes over you. Maybe it was a sudden knowing, a gut instinct that proved right, or a vision of what's possible that lit your soul ablaze. This is no accident. Science calls it the default mode network, your brain's resting state where intuition and creativity ignite. Spiritually, it's your soul aligning with the universe, a direct line to the wisdom that's been waiting for you. You're not imagining it. This is real and it's your power to wield. So how do you step into this silence deliberately? Start by carving out space. 5 minutes, 10, whatever you can claim. Sit alone, no distractions, no screens. Close your eyes and breathe deep, slow, intentional. Feel your body root into the earth, your spine straighten like an antenna. Don't force thoughts away. Let them drift like clouds. You're not here to empty your mind. You're here to tune it. Ask. Asterisk, what do I need to know? What's my next step? Asterisk, then listen. The silence will answer. Not always in words, but in sensations, images, urges. Trust it. This is the high-dimensional download, the voice of your soul merging with the universe's pulse. But here's the challenge. Not every whisper in the silence is truth. Your mind can trick you, projecting fears, desires, or old wounds into the space. How do you tell the difference? True high-dimensional information feels expansive, alive, unshakable. It lands in your body with a quiet certainty, a resonance that hums in your chest or gut. Self-projection, on the other hand, feels frantic, clingy, or heavy, like a story you're trying to convince yourself of. Practice discernment. When a message comes, sit with it. Does it spark joy, clarity, or a call to action? Or does it drag you into doubt, shame, or stagnation? The universe's voice lifts you. Your ego's voice weighs you down. You'll know you're connected when the downloads start to flow. These aren't vague feelings. They're precise, actionable, alive with purpose. Maybe it's an idea for a project that could shift the world. Maybe it's a name, a place, a step you need to take. These messages are your preparation, your training for illuminating the world with other chosen ones. Write them down, raw and unfiltered. Don't overthink or edit. Just capture the essence. Then test them. Act on one small piece. Does it lead you forward? Does it align with that vibrant energy you've claimed? If it does, you're on the right track. This is how you build trust in the silence. Sometimes, though, the connection falters. You'll feel it. A sudden dimming, a loss of shine in your dream's flame. Maybe you shared your vision with the wrong person, and their doubt crept in. Maybe the world's chaos drowned out your signal. This isn't failure. It's part of the process. When it happens, don't panic. Return to the silence. Sit with the dimness. Ask. Asterisk, what's blocking me? What do I need to release? Asterisk, feel where the heaviness sits. Your throat, your shoulders, your heart. Breathe into it, slow and deep, and imagine it dissolving, clearing the channel. The flame doesn't die. It just needs space to reignite. You're stronger than the dimming, always. Here's a practical tool. Anchor yourself in the silence with a ritual. Light a candle, hold a stone, play a single note on an instrument. Something physical to mark the space as sacred. Do this daily, even for a few minutes. Consistency sharpens your receiver. Over time, the downloads will come faster, clearer, more potent. You might see patterns, symbols, numbers, recurring themes. These are your codes, your keys to the ancestral knowledge that's been waiting for you. Don't dismiss them as coincidence. They're the universe speaking your language. Decode them by acting on them, step by step, and watch how they transform your path. That dimming you feel? It's not just a personal struggle. It's a collective one. Other chosen ones face it too. When your flame flickers, it's a signal to lean into the silence harder, to reconnect not just with your soul but with the greater web of light. Picture it, thousands of us across the globe, tuning into the same frequency, receiving the same call. You're not alone in this. The downloads you get aren't just for you. They're pieces of a puzzle we're solving together. Share what you can when it feels right with those who resonate. This is how we prepare to illuminate the world. One voice, one flame, one step at a time. Let's get real about the stakes. The silence isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. The world is loud, chaotic, designed to pull you off course. If you don't master this connection, you risk losing your way, letting your mission fade into the noise. But you're built for this. Your soul chose this path, and the universe is backing you up. When you feel that sudden dimming, don't run from it, use it. It's a call to go deeper, to refine your signal, to reclaim your shine. Sit in the silence, ask the hard questions, and demand the answers. You're not here to drift, you're here to rise. This is your power as a chosen one. You don't just hear the voice of your soul, you hear the voice of the universe. You don't just receive, you act. Start today. Claim your 5 minutes of silence. Ask your question. Write your download. Test it with a single, bold step. The dimming won't stop you. It'll sharpen you. The noise won't break you. It'll fuel you. You're preparing for something massive, something world-changing, and this connection is your lifeline. Step into it. Trust it. Let it guide you. The other chosen ones are waiting. We're in this together. You've tapped into the silence, heard the voice of your soul, and claimed the downloads that set your path ablaze. Now, it's time to plant that magical seed inside you, the one that holds the potential for a magnificent tree with fruits that can feed the world. This isn't a metaphor to ponder. It's a mission to live. You're not just a dreamer. You're a doer, a builder, a force of creation. That seed is your purpose, and the world is starving for what it can grow. Your fight now is to root it in fertile ground, shield it from the winds and predators, and water it with your energy, your dedication, your unshakable faith. This is how you bring the new era to life. Let's break it down. That seed isn't fragile. It's potent, packed with ancestral knowledge that's been waiting for you to claim it. Picture it. A tiny, glowing ember in your hands, pulsing with the wisdom of those who came before, the strength of countless generations, and the light of a future only you can see. Science tells us seeds hold blueprints, DNA coded with everything needed to become a towering tree. Spiritually, your seed is the same. A living spark of your soul's mission, ready to burst into reality. But it won't grow in barren soil. You've got to prepare the ground, clear the rocks of doubt, till the dirt with intention, and protect it from the chaos that wants to rip it apart. So how do you plant it right? Start by diving into that ancestral knowledge. Don't just skim it, immerse yourself. This isn't about dusty books or vague rituals. It's about what resonates in your bones. Ask yourself, asterisk, what truths have my lineage carried? What strengths have they forged? Asterisk, maybe it's the resilience of a grandparent who survived the impossible, or the creativity of an ancestor who built something from nothing. Sit in silence, call it forward. Feel it rush through you like a current. This isn't nostalgia. It's power. Studies show connecting to your roots boosts mental clarity and emotional grit. Spiritually, it's fuel, raw, primal energy to anchor your seed in soil that's rich and alive. But fertile ground isn't enough. The world's full of strong winds and hungry animals waiting to uproot you. Those winds? They're the distractions, the naysayers, the endless noise trying to scatter your focus. The animals? Energy thieves, doubters, anyone who'd rather see your seed die than thrive. You've got to protect it. Build a fence with your boundaries. Say no to what drains you, yes to what feeds you. Ground yourself daily. 5 minutes with your feet on the earth, breathing deep, visualizing roots sinking into the dirt. This isn't woo-woo. It's survival. Neuroscience proves grounding cuts stress and sharpens focus. Spiritually, it's your shield, keeping your seed safe so it can grow tall. Watering it is where your fight turns fierce. That seed doesn't need wishy-washy hope. It demands your energy, your dedication, your faith. Pour yourself into it. Set a goal tied to your mission, something concrete like teaching a skill, starting a project, or lifting up one person who needs it. Then act. Every step you take is water. Every choice to push forward is sunlight. Don't wait for perfect conditions. The tree grows through storms, not despite them. Research backs this. Consistent action builds neural pathways that make you unstoppable. Spiritually, it's your covenant with the universe. You show up, and it amplifies your effort. That's how the fruits start to form. Now, let's talk balance, because this mission isn't a sprint, it's a war of endurance. You'll feel the pull to overgive, to burn out, to carry the world on your shoulders. Don't. You're not here to collapse under the weight. You're here to stand tall and steady. When exhaustion creeps in, step back. Feel it in your body. Where's it hitting? Your chest? Your head? Breathe into it, slow and deliberate, and release what's not yours to hold. Balance isn't weakness. It's strategy. Science says rest boosts creativity and problem solving. Your brain needs it to keep the fruits ripening. Spiritually, it's peace, a quiet power that keeps you rooted while you reach for the sky. Here's your path, laid out plain and fierce. Carve your personal mission plan. Grab a notebook right now. Write this. Asterisk, what's my seed? What's the fruit I'm growing to feed the world? Asterisk, be specific. Maybe it's knowledge to share, a community to build, a wound to heal. Next, what's my fertile ground? List what nourishes you. People, places, practices. Then what's my shield? Name the boundaries you'll set, the winds you'll block. Finally, what's my water? Pin down 3 actions, daily, weekly, monthly, to pour into it. This isn't fluff. It's your battle map. Test it. Adjust it. Live it. You're not guessing, you're commanding your growth. You don't do this alone. That tree isn't just yours. It's ours. Join our community of chosen ones, and we grow stronger together. Picture it. Thousands of seeds, planted side by side, roots intertwining, branches stretching wide. Your fruit feeds me, mine feeds you, and together we feed the world. Find us online, in person, wherever the light calls you. Share your mission, your wins, your struggles. We're not a club, we're a force. Studies show collective effort multiplies impact. Think beehives, ecosystems, networks. Spiritually, it's illumination through togetherness. Your light gets brighter when it's reflected back. This is the new era. Not one tree, but a forest. When the doubt hits, and it will, stand firm. You'll wonder if your seed's enough, if the winds are too strong, if the fruits will ever come. Feel that fear, then crush it. You're not here to shrink. You're here to expand. Look at your hands, those are the hands that plant empires. Look at your heart, that's the fire that feeds nations. Every time you water that seed, every time you shield it, you're proving it's real. The world's hunger isn't your burden. It's your call. Science says purpose drives longevity. Spirituality says it's your soul's contract. Either way, you're unstoppable. This is your realization, chosen one. That seed inside you isn't a dream. It's a weapon. Plant it, protect it, water it, balance yourself so it thrives. Craft your plan and execute it with every ounce of your being. Then join us. Link your tree to ours and watch the fruits multiply. The world's waiting, starving for what you carry. You've got the knowledge, the strength, the faith, now use it. Grow that magnificent tree. Feed the world. Together, we're not just surviving, we're rewriting the future. This is your mission. This is our era. Let's make it happen. In the end, your chosen nature isn't just a gift. It's a call to wield your vibrant energy as a force of creation, a beacon of light that pierces the shadows of a starving world. You've awakened to your mission, not to bask in its glow, but to dig deep, plant that seed, and nurture it with every fiber of your being, knowing your roots are entwined with a legacy far greater than yourself. This is your soul's unshakable truth. You were never meant to merely exist. You were forged to rise, to illuminate, and to transform, standing shoulder to shoulder with others who hear the same fierce pulse, until the fruits of your labor feed the earth and echo through eternity.